Hello friends, this is Professor Dr. G.S. Wazire from Department of Electronics, Sri Shivaji College of Arts, Commerce and Science, Akola. Friends, today's topic for lecture is load line and operating point concept. In last lecture, already we have discussed about the output characteristics of transistor, in which we have discussed about cutoff region, saturation region, and in between there was a active region. The load line is nothing but a straight line joining the cutoff and saturation points of the output characteristics of any transistor. Every transistor circuit has a proper load line. For drawing the DC load line of a transistor, one need to know its cutoff and saturation points. Below figure shows a simple common emitter mode of NPN transistor. In the circuit diagram, Vin is input voltage, RB is base resistor, VCC is collector voltage, RC is collector resistor, and this VCE, it is voltage between collector and emitter terminal of a transistor. Actually, this VCE is nothing but the output voltage of a transistor. Now, by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, I mean to say KVL, to the output part of this common emitter transistor circuit, as per Kirchhoff's voltage law, the voltage applied VCC is equals to voltage drop across this collector resistor plus voltage drop across this transistor. That means we can write this equation like VCC equals to ICRC plus VCE. Here ICRC is voltage drop across collector resistor RC. Let's name this equation as equation number 1. Now the same equation can be written in other form as VCC minus VCE equals to ICRC. And we are interested in finding the equation for collector current IC. So this IC, it can be written as, it is equals to VCC minus VCE upon RC, and same equation can be written as IC equals to VCC upon RC minus VCE upon RC. Here actually we have split these two terms, and finally the same terms can be rearranged as this equation like IC equals to minus VCE upon RC plus VCC upon RC. So let's name this equation as equation number 2. Now this equation is more important for our further discussion. Now try to concentrate on this equation number 2. It is IC equals to minus VCE upon RC plus VCC upon RC. Now this is a linear equation similar to y equals to mx plus c. Actually this equation is an equation of a straight line. So the graph of this equation is a straight line whose slope is m equals to minus 1 upon RC. If we try to compare this equation of straight line with above equation number 2, we can say that this y is nothing but the IC, x is nothing but the VCE, m is nothing but the minus 1 upon RC, and final but constant term c is nothing but equals to VCC upon RC. Thus, if we graph the equation of IC versus VCE, a straight line is obtained. This line is called as a load line because it represents the effect of load on the values of IC and VCE. Try to concentrate on this figure where y-axis is nothing but the IC and x-axis is nothing but for the VCE. Here cutoff point is shown on this particular VCE axis, saturation point is shown on this current axis IC, and if we try to join these 2 points, we get a straight line, and that straight line, it is called as load line. Now let's consider the cutoff and saturation points separately. At cutoff point, that means at this point, the value of current IC is 0. So we have to substitute this value of IC equals to 0 in above equation number 2, and we get equation 2 as this 0 equals to minus VCE upon RC plus VCC upon RC. And by rearranging these terms, we can get the value of VCE equals to VCC. Let's take this as equation number 3. Now similarly, at saturation point, the value of VCE is 0. So again, we have to substitute this value of VCE equals to 0 in above equation number 2. So we can write this equation number 2 as IC equals to 0 plus VCC upon RC. And again, by rearranging this same equation, we can write it as IC equals to VCC upon RC. And let's consider this as equation number 4. Actually here VCC and VCC upon RC are 2 endpoints of this load line. And if we try to join these 2 points, then we get a straight line, and this straight line, it is called as a DC load line, because here we are considering the DC values of current and voltages. Thus, if the values of VCC and RC are known to us, we can easily draw the load line. And the exact center point of this load line, we can say this point is normally taken as an operating point or quiescent point. We will discuss in detail about this quiescent point in next slide. Now come to next slide. It is about quiescent or operating point and its importance. If we plot the IC and VCE values for every possible value of IB, we will get the proper track of load line, as already we have discussed this point. The load line is useful because it contains every possible operating point for the circuit. Therefore, the load line is the visual summary of all the possible transistor operating points. The saturation point is the point where the load line intersects the saturation region of the collector curves. Thus, saturation point tells us the maximum possible collector current for the circuit. All operation points like point A, point B, point C lying between cutoff and saturation points from the active region of the transistor, the region necessary for the operation of a transistor as an amplifier. The quiescent point is a point on the DC load line which represents values of IC and VCE that exist in transistor circuit when no input signal is applied. It is also known as DC operating point or working point or silent point or Q point or quiescent point. The best position for this point is midway between cutoff and saturation points, where VCE value is equals to half of VCC. That means again that comes to this point. The position of Q point or operating point on the DC load line determines the maximum signal that can be obtained from the transistor without any distortion. In almost all applications of transistors, the location of load line and the position of operating point plays a very prominent role. Particularly in case of amplifiers like voltage amplifiers, current amplifiers and power amplifiers, the location and position of this operating point is very important. Here we have shown the output characteristics in same way as in last lecture, so that you can observe this DC load line starting from this saturation point up to cutoff point. And as per our discussion, we can say the operating point or Q point is exactly the center point on this DC load line. So friends, let's stop here. Thank you very much.